All right. So, how do you feel about the obesity rate causing so much deaths inside the United States?
Um, I feel like it's a problem that no one's addressing. Realistically, if you want to end obesity, you have to do is teach people how to eat correctly, nutrition. Most people only figure that out through their own means with the internet and all that, and most people are just so um, distracted by trying to survive, getting good grades in school, and trying to find a good job, make enough money to live that they don't have time to go out and figure out exactly how to eat. So most people go out and buy fast food, and while you can eat fast food and not become obese, it's all about proportions. But no one ever teaches that, not in school, not in anything. So if you integrate that into the educational system, you'll definitely have a decrease in obesity.
So, I don't know if you know this, but if you saw the other menus in other countries like France and anywhere in Europe in general, they have a much more bigger meals than they do in the United States, and yet the United States have a higher obesity rate than them. What do you think about that?
So with that, it's all about how well the body's able to not only digest the food. So like obviously more organic stuff that without chemicals would be more efficient in being digested in your body. However, I feel like the difference between the portion size is what exactly is in it. Like you can have a hamburger from McDonald's and it's 360 calories and it's like 50% fat, 40% protein, and then the rest is just carbs. It's just high portions of carbs. So I feel like all the foods that we eat, however, the size of the meal may be small, the caloric density of the food might be even higher than any other ones, especially since most of our foods that we like to eat and consider savory and delicious tend to have a high portion of fat, in mostly any kind of meal. So when you eat a lot of fat, you instantly just become obese. While if you go to other countries, they may be high in carbohydrates. Being high in carbohydrates, your body's meant to burn carbohydrates before any other kind of macro. So if you eat high calorie, high carb foods, your body will burn the carbs first, and it has a harder time burning fat and then protein. Also, because you may eat more in different countries, but you tend to also walk a lot more because everything's more condensed. So you're constantly being more active. And instead of here in America, where you're using cars, scooters, like every single luxury vehicle or any means of transportation to get somewhere.
So, last question will be, how would you feel if a government provided like a free program that decreases obesity rate, like a diet plan plus like exercise programs, and they're required mandatory for all the people?
So, like I said, that'd probably be the easiest way to end obesity is just through teaching other people. So, like, if you're to, like I said, integrate them into the educational system, you could have like gym class, which is something that it's mandatory in high school. You have to take gym at least once. So, if you especially if you teach them at a young age just to learn how to eat, then that will help them as they grow learn not to eat, when to eat, what to do if they do start gaining a lot of weight, a lot of fat. So and it can be free for the most part, just integrated into the educational system. So I think that'd be a great idea.
Did you actually see one of those videos that showed what the gyms were like gym classes in the United States before when the obesity rate was actually lower?
No, I haven't.
It was like arbitrary kind of.
But
The obesity rate was pretty low.
Yeah, I mean, and like I know like in middle school, we had we had a gym like with weights and everything, but none of us knew how to use them or proper form or anything like that. So you just kind of throw someone out there like that. You kind of have to figure out by your own, and you make so many mistakes that it takes a lot of time to recorrect those mistakes.
All right. Well, thank you. And, yeah.